A human being breathes approximately 17,000 to 30,000 breaths per day. Today, we will study the respiratory and circulatory system on how they work together. The respiratory system is the one in charge of our breathing. The respiratory system is divided into two parts, the upper and lower respiratory tract. The nasal cavity warms, moisturizes, and filters air entering the body. The nose allows us to smell and allows air into the body. The mouth or oral cavity plays an important part in our speech, and it also allows air into the body. The pharynx is also known as the throat, and the larynx is what we call the voice box. The trachea or windpipe is a wide hollow tube that connects the larynx to the bronchi of the lungs. Bronchi are the passageway into the lungs. The bronchi become smaller the closer they get to the lung tissue and are then considered as bronchioles. These passageways then evolve into tiny air sacs called alveoli, which is the site of oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. The circulatory system is the system that circulates blood and lymph through the body, consisting of the heart, blood vessels, lymph, and the lymphatic vessels and glands. The heart is an organ that pumps blood throughout the body via the circulatory system. The blood is in charge of supplying oxygen and nutrients to tissues, removing waste, transporting hormones, and other signals throughout the body, and regulating body pH levels and core body temperature. The blood vessels transports blood throughout the body. Have you ever wondered how carbon dioxide forms in your body? Well, carbon dioxide is actually a waste product of energy production when you metabolize. The respiratory system works with the circulatory system. It supplies the body with oxygen and removes metabolic waste products. Oxygen is drawn into our body by breathing. Breathing is an involuntary action of the body. The circulatory system distributes gas when the heart pumps blood, and then the gases that are carried by the blood are then distributed into different areas of the body. The oxygen-rich blood goes and other nutrients into the body cells, and the oxygen-poor blood goes into the lungs, to the alveoli, for external respiration to oxygenate. Once blood returns to the heart, it is then pumped from the right ventricle through the pulmonary arteries to the lungs, where the waste carbon dioxide can be expelled and more oxygen can be collected. Try to breathe heavily and feel your lungs. When you breathe in or inhale, your diaphragm contracts or tightens and moves downward. This increases the space in your chest cavity into which your lungs expand. The intercostal muscles between your ribs also help enlarge the chest cavity. They contract to pull your rib cage both upward and outward when you inhale. As your lungs expand, air is sucked in through your nose or mouth. The air travels down your windpipe and into the lungs. After passing through your bronchial tubes, the air finally reaches and enters the alveoli. Through the very thin walls of the alveoli, oxygen from the air passes to the surrounding capillaries. A red blood cell protein called hemoglobin helps move oxygen from the air sacs to the blood. At the same time, carbon dioxide moves from the capillaries into the air sacs. Oxygen-rich blood from the lungs is carried through a network of capillaries to the pulmonary vein. This vein delivers the oxygen-rich blood to the left side of the heart. The left side of the heart pumps the blood to the rest of the body. There, The oxygen in the blood moves the blood vessels into surrounding tissues. When you breathe out or exhale, your diaphragm relaxes and moves upward into the chest cavity. As the space in the chest cavity gets smaller, air rich in carbon dioxide is forced out of your lungs and windpipe, and then out of your nose or mouth. As we breathe, oxygen enters the lungs and is absorbed into the bloodstream. The heart pumps this oxygenated blood to the working muscles so that the muscles can produce movement. As the muscles use the oxygen up, carbon dioxide is produced and absorbed into the blood. And this deoxygenated blood is pumped back to the heart, then onto the lungs. The lungs get rid of the carbon dioxide and breathes in more oxygen.
This video is intended to be simple and clear, so if we ever miss some things about this topic, we are sorry. And if this video is too short, we are very sorry as well. A very special thanks to Ted Ed and Adobe Spark Video for existing. Thank you very much.